Welcome, everybody, to the annual ETA brand new season power rankings. I am, of course, joined by my co-admin, Radioactive Mayo, as well as a longtime friend and fantasy coach specialist here in the ETA, Eli the Rebel. Gentlemen, would you like to say hello?
Hello, people. We are back, of course. You've been waiting for this. We're doing power rankings. We're going to yap about your teams, and you're going to love it.
You're...
All right, just as simple. Yeah, no, that's honestly,
That's
that's good enough, man.
That's me, man. It's your boy Eli the Rebel. You already know the vibes, man. ETA Season 8 Mega Madness, man. Grr, bow, let's do it.
Bow. Manish on the beat.
Shebang.
Right, Mayo? You love that one.
Oh,
Dude,
He actually doesn't.
I haven't even looked at any of these teams yet. This is just going to be like my initial thoughts. I'm just going to be forming my opinion on the spot about everyone's team.
Yeah, none of us have really taken a good look.
Even yours?
Well,
Besides
a
his
little
own.
biased about mine. You're here for the unbiased opinion, Eli.
Exactly.
You're here to tell us-
He's the
I am,
fantasy.
I
He's the
am,
fantasy
I am.
specialist.
I am the fantasy, I'm the fantasy demigod, not the ultra god.
All right,
Ultra
I can
God
respect
is-
that.
Yeah, the ultra god is, Pachi, I think. Yeah, because Pachi won last season. But I had that Oricorio 5-0 that 1 week. Oh my gosh, the streets will never forget.
You know, I like that, man.
It was
As
fire too. It was fire. It was the fire one too. Not even fucking electric.
Mhm.
Pardon my French.
No, dude, this is my channel. I do not care. As Eli said, though, this is Season 8 of the ETA, and it is going to be Mega Madness. Now, Mayo, can you tell the people at home a little bit about what makes this season Mega Madness exactly?
Everyone's got more than one megas. We're throwing all the megas into the fire. Every coach had to pick at least 2 megas. I think everyone has 2. Maybe does someone have 3? Someone might have 3.
There are a few coaches who have 3, or at least before grace period there were.
But yeah, I really want to see how a lot of the new megas perform, especially some of the low tier megas. Everyone was forced to at least get a low tier mega, and I hope to see them brought to games and doing something. So we really want to see what they can do and make the most out of their potential.
All right, and without further ado, we're just going to go down the list. I will try to include timestamps because I know most of the people watching this are going to be the coaches playing this season, so they probably just want to hear what we have to say about your team and why it's a 7 out of 10. So, first team on the list, we actually have Mayo's team. We have the New England Patrats. Eli, as the fantasy expert here on site, what do you like about this team, man?
We talked about it very briefly, especially Mayo, about the low tier megas. And all I gotta say is, if you give Mega Crabominable Trick Room, good luck, have fun.
Yep.
This guy claims lives, especially if it can move first. Look at it. Look at this. 157 base attack, 122 defense with body press if you want to, right? The HP usable, the 107 SPDF as well. So like, you can make this bulk up if you want to. Max HP, max SPDF as well. The 33 speed in Trick Room would be so nasty. You have at least one setter in Metagross, so there's that option. But
I think
from a
Floette
fantasy
gets it too.
perspective, like, contrary to popular belief, we see the Dragapult above the Greninja, but I think the Greninja is gonna finish higher in kills than the Pult. I think Pult,
hot take.
yeah, Pult is gonna be so over centralizing due to its high speed tier of 142. Yep, I memorized that off the dome. So, Pult being 142 speed, people are gonna try and scarf it. I believe the benchmark for scarf is 79 base speed and higher if you want to outspeed raw Pults at 421.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I remember that is because I drafted a Buzzwole and made it Scarf Buzzwole with Knock.
There you go.
So I think that's the benchmark. I think people are going to bring at least one, if not two, Skulfers for Polt. Like, Polt just brings a lot of prep out of coaches, but then that opens up things like Greninja and Ogerpon. So those are like my picks for kill leaders fantasy wise. This is definitely, if you want to look at what a 7 out of 10 looks like, this is it. You got
This is a prime 7 out of 10.
hazards, a little bit of defog, no rapid spin, but you know what, we make it work. And then also the speed tiers are spaced out, 142 to 122 to 110 to 101, like from top to bottom is spaced out somewhat evenly.
I can get behind what you're saying as far as like whenever a coach has a really high tier Pokemon, that does draw all the tension away, and it does kind of let some of those other Pokemon sneak by. Personally, I just view Greninja as one of those top Pokemon where it's like I do also want to prep for that. So I will be interested to see if you're correct about the Dragapult Greninja thing, where you think it's going to get more kills this season.
Because Greninja has Greninja's abilities like trump all three of Pults as well.
Yeah.
So Greninja acts like a Protean breaker, or it can act as a cleaner via Battle Bond. Right? Battle Bond's legal, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, as we're gonna see, every team has like multiple top Pokemon. But the thing that I like is this cheeky little Ditto sitting down in the low tier.
Dude, nothing wrong with a good cheap Ditto, especially in a league like this where people are going to have really strong setup sweepers. Like, sometimes you just want that Ditto in the back to like be like, thanks for setting up for me.
Yeah,
I think Mayo was like aware of like the power creep. Like, because
Gen 9 power creep slot.
Really, yeah. Took the words right out of me.
Yeah, once I realized that everyone had way too many points and everyone was getting multiple top tiers, I immediately set my next pick as Ditto to cover my low tier pick because I was like, I just want to have that insurance, so I don't get swept by some OP top tiers. I think that's a good option.
Yeah, it's basically the Uno reverse card of competitive.
Yeah, I like my combination of Mega Glamora and Mega Crabominable. I knew immediately picking Mega Glamora that I had to be prepared to deal with bulky steel and ground types because those are the main types that can take hits from Mega Glamora. Nothing else can really take hits from Mega Glamora but steel and ground types. And what breaks bulky steel and ground types if my opponent has them? Mega Crabominable.
The crab.
So you really got to cover the bases there, and tried to form a nice bulky defensive core around it to create openings for Glamora between Gliscor, Rotom Heat, Vaporeon. So
that's a crustacean right there. That's a whole crustacean. There was another fighting type crustacean around just chilling, like a water fighting crustacean, mega just chilling. But Mayo picked the slow bulky one. You know, I mean, it's not like Mayo was lacking in speed, needed more speed anyway. You know,
the speed tiers are fine.
Yeah. The bar.
Mr. Shell Smash.
I don't think anyone picked Barbaric.
No one did. I was really surprised. Nobody did actually, but it is what it is. All right.
What are you giving this out of 10? I can't say.
I think you already know the answer to that.
Oh, come on now. You're asking. That's like.
I actually just did 20.
The sky is blue. Is the sky blue? Is grass green?
Come on, man. 7 out of 10. All right. We got the Glasgow Slowbros, coached by Ty the Guy. Last season, Ty the Guy had the league leader in kills with Mega Mewtwo X. He had like 20-something kills. Can he replicate that again this season? I think he might be able to, because he's got Chen Pao and Gouging Fire. So one of them definitely could pop off.
This is insane. I can't believe we allowed one person to get Chen Pao and Gouging Fire.
I can't either. All these shameful people spending all their overpriced points we gave them, buying all these top tier threats. They don't have integrity like people like us.
And also the Aloe pick, because Aloe would theoretically check both of those. But now that it's on your team, it's like what other bulky waters can check these two physical defenses.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not even like you really needed it, but you were like, if it's out of my way and it's on my team, like it's one less thing I have to worry about. Like playing whoever in the future who would have it, that would be annoying. Now it's just on your team.
Yeah, I mean, Ty the Guy knows that bulky waters are going to be the answer to that core, so he's got the Alomomola to switch into them. He's also got the Thunderous Therian to break them. The combination of Iron Treads and Mega Clefable is nice. I mean, obviously, Mega Clefable like doesn't even have to Mega Evolve. It can just be base Clefable and be pretty good with, next to Alomomola, Iron Treads.
Big time. You don't have to even worry about Megaing it. Like, if Ty wants to, he could bring Clefable all the time and maybe Mega, like, 2 out of the 8 games or something like that. Like, you really do not have to Mega Evolve it.
His main win con's clearly Chien-Pao or Gouging Fire.
Yeah.
I want to see Ty the Guy use Mega Scolipede, personally.
I think this team
he'll
does
cook.
allow that. Like, the team allows for Scolipede to clean, because, like, the idea is, like, okay, it still stays as a bug poison, so, like, you would think a steel type can check something like this. Well, you have Gouge, you have Treads, and you have the dog in Okie Dogie. So, you got Cat Dog, you got Cat Dog, you got Donphan Future, and you got the Gouge. So that'll open up, Scolipede to, kind of snowball into oblivion.
Yeah. I will say, aside from Thunderous and Azelf, the team is very heavily physical, and Clefable, I guess. Very heavily physical attacking. I mean, throw a Rocky Helmet on something and you start chipping stuff down, I think is something to do.
Oh yeah, Thundy is your only special breaker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice Fizz Death water type not named Alomomola.
Aloe has 40 base special attack though.
Yeah, no, he's got the Alomomola 2 Wish Pass though, so it's gonna be tough. I'm not looking forward to facing this team. I'll say that.
I'm not liking, like, I still think between Mayo's team and this one, I just like Mayo's hazard control a lot better, simply because you have 3 rockers, or I should say 2.5, because Rampardos is half a rocker, if we're being honest here. I'd like to see spikes. I'd like to see T spikes, but maybe that's why you have Mega Clefable. You can, if you want to magic bounce them, just in case.
Now that you mention that, though, the team is actually fairly weak to Stealth Rock. I mean, Chien-Pao and Gouging Fire.
You have 2 solid spinners, though. I think he'll be okay.
I mean, Delmise is not coming to most games. Iron Treads is doing the heavy lifting on hazard control, and if you can bring a good ghost type to spin block on Iron Treads, I think it could be a real problem for this team. Yeah.
So that sounds like a 7 out of 10 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, log it in, man.
We're logging it in.
All right. Oh.
7/10. Bang.
All right. We got the Cleveland Escavaliers, coached by AJ. Here's what I'll say. Fuck you, AJ. Take it away, guys.
Should we also, like, his middle... No. I heard his middle name is Grace. Is that true? Or is that his last name? AJ Grace? Because this team was mad different. This team was mad different.
No, literally. AJ is kind of known for that. AJ, I hope you know I'm just teasing you a little bit too. No, he did change his team a lot through the grace period. The Frostlass Mega was AJ's first round pick, which actually really surprised me because AJ had like the 2nd or 3rd pick. So like a lot of the really top Megas I thought were going to go, and then AJ just kind of secured this like nice like mid-tier Frostlass Mega. So I do like that you get the snow warning up set up for stuff like Excalibur, which is really scary, especially if you run like a bulky ice body set. Behind Veil, set up D dances.
Bax wasn't on the original draft.
Yeah, I think that was like something AJ kind of realized during the grace period, like, oh, like backs would actually go crazy with Frostlass.
And then
You got the
this is where
Rillaboom.
Mayo would come in because I believe it was Mayo's recommendation for the
Chimecho, yes.
over the Manectric. You want to
Well,
explain
he
that
was
one?
like, well, he was like, I want Aggron, and then he couldn't get Aggron. Then he's like, I want Steelix, and I was like, dude, the Steel type you're looking for is Mega
Just-
Chimecho, and I'm glad it's here. Because
I hope he
I
brings
wanna-
it.
That
I
guy's the
love
truth.
Chimecho.
I wanna see
People
what- I
know
wanna
I
see
had
what
Chimecho
Chimecho
on my
can
team.
do.
I had Chimecho on my team like season 6 ETA.
Yeah. I
That guy
remember.
1v1 in Ursa Luna, Blood Moon. That's all I'm gonna say.
I remember that. It was Terra. It could terrestrialize. But
Listen,
it's probably Terra Steel.
75 HP, 110 Phys Def, 120 Spit F. So it can check the crap out of Blood Moon even better now.
Yeah, dude,
With
let
those
me tell you
stats.
something. Chimecho is who Bronzong wishes he was.
Facts.
A
Facts.
psychic steel type with levitate, but has reliable recovery. It's everything Bronzong wishes he was.
Boom burst.
And
Boom burst,
Oh.
the high special attack.
I want
People sleep on
Actually,
Chimecho.
Chimecho doesn't even need to boom burst. That's what Swellow's for being honest.
Yeah, Eli, big Swallow guy here. Has
Oh,
to
yeah.
make a Swallow mention.
Yep.
Yep. And
Shout out to
DL
Swallow.
Season 2, Streets will never forget. Shout out.
See,
Shout out Swallow.
my problem with this team is like I have a few problems with this team. First of all, it's heavily invested in ice type damage. You've got obviously the snow combination with Frostlass to set up the snow, and then Baxcalibur to take advantage of it. But like, you're investing a ton of resources into ice type damage, and
The snow is not gonna stay up for 8 turns.
No,
you're only
absolutely
gonna
not.
get you're only gonna get Veil for 5. Like that's kind of like the downside to having Mega Frostlass plus a strong ice type is like you're not gonna get the benefits of holding Light Clay or Icy Rock.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. You might get some openings where you can take advantage of it, but like I think for the most part, Frostlass wants to click attacking moves or nasty plot, and not just set up Aurora Veil
And click
switch.
the Blizzard. Click the Blizzard.
It wants to click Blizzard, and the big problem is like if we look at the hazard control, the defogger is Swellow, and there's nothing else listed.
No.
That's not great. when you-
Oh
like,
no
top of
no
your
no
board,
no
you've got
no,
Gyarados,
no. We're not wasting a move slot on Mega Chimecho on freaking Magic Coat. We're not running Magic Coat Mega Chimecho anytime soon.
No.
No.
I would agree.
We
I
can't
would
do that.
agree.
And also, I'd like to point out your Rillaboom with Ting Lu. Like your Ting Lu's EQs aren't really that strong to begin with, right? Because you're gonna be invested in HP plus Spit F or Fizz Def. You're not really gonna invest.
Yeah,
in
whatever
attack.
Ting Lu
So your
does.
EQs are already going to, be squishy, and now they're super squishy thanks to Rillaboom's terrain. So have fun with that.
Lu isn't always like running EQ though. Like you can run like Ruination and set up rocks and Whirlwind and shit, but that is still a fair point where it's not going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
The
no,
hazard,
Oh, wait,
the
there's
lack of
another-
hazard
there's another
control
ground type.
is
There's another ground type that doesn't mind terrain, but I don't.
there
I'm not gonna talk
is
about it.
in fact
Yeah,
I'm not
another
gonna
ground
talk
type
about
on the team. One that maybe he shouldn't
not
be
gonna-
there, maybe he should. I don't really know.
Yeah,
But
well, the thing is, this team has a lot of offense going for it, but like aside from Ting
it's
Lu,
very
there's
hyper
not-
offense.
There's not a lot of defensive backbone. Like Mimikyu is the fairy type, but there already is a ghost type in Mega Frostlass. I would like to see a more defensive support-oriented fairy type. I almost want to say the same thing about Nidoking, but I mean, I guess the double ground type works for this team. Horos is doing a lot of heavy lifting, being the only fire and fighting type, and I don't think it's going to want to come to most games.
I'd
but
like
I
to
have
see
to-
the Mimikyu, like low key. So based on how many fire resists you have, because Bax has thermal exchange, but it's still like neutral to fire, right? Plus your 2 megas are weak to fire. Plus Rillaboom. I'd like to see this Mimikyu be a Doxbud. Am I tripping?
Ooh.
Am I tripping here?
That might be. Listen,
You
man,
save
that's why
some
he's the
points
fantasy
that
expert.
way. You save some
Yup.
points that way.
I think
You
he's
can
got plenty
change
of
that.
points.
You can.
I think
change
he's
that
kinda
Alola
spinning right
egg
now.
And upgrade that like crazy. I'm just
AJ
saying.
loves the Alolan Egg. He had that last season too.
I respect the
I
Alolan
do
Egg a
recall
lot.
that.
I really
do
do.
recall that because AJ bounced me out of round 1 of playoffs.
We respect the Alolan Egg around here. Don't get me wrong. I think Mega Frostlass and Zero Aura is a cool combination. Little Bolt Beam, fast Bolt Beam coverage, but I don't know if the support is really there for the rest of the team. I don't know, but I
I'm
want to
just
see.
glad it's
I
not
think
Excalibur.
Mega
Glad it's
Trimecho
not.
can do a lot for this team. I actually do.
It's
I
gonna
don't-
come to more games than most people believe.
We'll give it credit for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's why Chimecho the GOAT.
mhm.
So it's a
So
7 out of 10.
it's not a 7 out of 10, unfortunately.
It's not a 7 out of 10, but it's a 7 out of 10.
It's a 6.9 out of 10. Am I right?
6-7.
Yep, it's a 6-7 out of 10. There you go, AJ.
6-7.
There you go.
All right, ETA newcomer. I don't know how you
Oh,
actually
my
say
boy
this.
Emp. My boy Emp.
Yeah, your boy. How is that? Crooked? Is it supposed to be like crooked?
Listen, but before crooked, it was Emp. It just straight Emp. I don't remember the team name. It wasn't
Emp?
it wasn't
Like
the
Empoleon?
Crammanders. Yeah, just EMP.
Just
Crooked.
EMP.
Oh God, I think the logo had like a Venusaur, like the OG Emp logo had like a Venusaur in it. Oh my gosh, it's driving me nuts.
I like the
name was back
Washington
in the day.
Commanders logo.
I love the Washington Commanders.
Yeah,
I'm
the
a big
Commanders
American
is
football
gas.
guy, so that's a good one for me.
Gas. But you want to know what's also gas? The double dragon as your 2 megas.
I do like that.
The
That's
double
kinda
dragon
dangerous.
4 times weak to ice dragons. I can
No,
get behind that,
I
man.
like it a lot, actually.
That's crazy.
I like the idea of picking 2 megas of the same type and being able to alternate them based on matchup so that they still fulfill the same role. Because Sceptile provides the speed when you need it, but Dragonite provides the bulk instead of opportunity. I like that a lot.
I like the Sceptile pairing up with Tusk because Tusk isn't really a reliable like Volt Switcher. Like, I mean, it's not a great Volt Switch immunity because like it has 53 Spit F. So like Sceptile with Lightning Rod kind of, helps out with that and things of that nature. So that's another reason why I'm a big fan of the double dragons, particularly the Sceptile here on this team. But this is so far the best hazard removal that we.
I was going to say the hazard removal on this team is fantastic.
Yeah,
Spinning with Tusk,
Spin, the
defog
court
on
change,
Feeny, the
defog.
court change, like it works very well.
To keep the multi-skill.
Yeah, you need to keep your multi-skill, so you better have your hazard control shit in check.
And the thing I don't like about this team is I feel like Cinderace and Meowscarada are the same Mon. Like, they just do the same exact thing. They're basically the same Mon. They're just
No.
they're just
Nah,
fast, physical
No.
Protean attacker. That's all they are.
No,
Sure,
one
they
is a Protean
have different
attacker, but
coverage.
one can also be Protean utility.
They do
Yeah,
What I
the
mean
same.
by
exactly.
that is
Meowscarada
the
doesn't have
access to
court
Will-O-Wisp, the
change.
access to
Yeah,
court
you don't have
change.
Wisp.
They're filling the exact same role. Sure, they have different typings, different coverage. Not vastly different coverage, aside from like fire and grass, though. I just feel like that's pretty redundant. And you just
Not,
need like a
not
sparkle
necessarily
to check them.
because so the speed tiers go 145, 120, 130, 123 to 119. You take Cinderace out of the question. Now you go from 123 to 100. So how do you fill that? How else are you gonna fill that speed gap?
You get like a
with-
110 in there. I don't know.
I agree with Eli. I think they're very slightly similar, but they do provide different roles.
No, they
You
do
know what
not
I
provide
mean?
Different roles. You know it.
No,
They're
I'm
doing the
being
exact
totally
same
serious right now. Yes, they can both be wall breakers. They both have the Protean ability or Libero ability, whatever like that. But Cinderace does offer support moves. Like, you have fast Will-O-Wisp. You can run court change, stuff like that. Like, Meowscarada's not doing any of that. Meowscarada's just coming in, it's either running Choice Scarf or, like, Choice Banded. Like, that's all it's doing.
Yeah, the other thing is the team, the defensive core is like okay. You've got Tusk, you've got Feeny. That's like the main core. I guess you can
Orthworm.
Slash in there, Necrozma, but there's no healing. Every bit of chip damage is gonna stack up on Tapu Fini, Great Tusk, and everyone on this team. I guess Necrozma can self heal.
I don't actually think it can. Truth be told, I just had that thing.
I don't think Pheasantipede can roost, can it? No, it probably can. I know Mega Dragonite can roost.
Yep.
But I just feel like the chip damage is gonna stack up on this team. Once you break one of the defensive, like between Great Tusk and Tapu Fini, once you break one of them, like the team is gonna fall apart fast, and it's gonna be very offensive.
I also don't know why we have Aegislash and then we have Orthworm. I just realized Aegislash is on the team because I thought Orthworm was just your steel type, but then I saw Aegislash.
Well, Aegislash is a much better steel type than Orthworm.
Yes, big time.
Spectrier is cool. You got double Ghost.
Spectrier is nice. It's like always that sweeper Pokemon you like kind of forget about, even though you really shouldn't. You have to think about it.
For sure.
It only really spams Shadow Ball, so most of the time, if you like have a good normal type, you should be fine. Or just like a way to revenge kill it very easily. But like if that thing gets going, it's scary.
It has sweeping potential, for sure. Yeah, Weird Year's a fraud though.
Yeah, pretty much Weird Year is just like you might as well have made the Weird Year a Crammanders and just be the mascot. Like just hold the right
mascot pick.
Down. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how useful Weird Year is right now.
Yeah, Weird Year's not doing anything. Let's be honest. Prove me wrong.
It's just the cheerleader here, which in that case you should have picked Cram.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Cram would have given you another defogger. What the?
Ooh, think about it. Think about it, man.
Yep.
Huge missed opportunities here.
Kind of makes the team a 7 out of 10, if you ask me.
I can't give it any more or less than a 7.
I can't give it more than 7. I'm
legally obligated
but
to.
But the Weird Year is just, it's not doing it. Change it to Cranberry, I'll give you a 7.5.
We'll up you by 0.5. All right. Next team on the list, we got the Toronto Torterras, coached by yours truly, Michael Haley.
No,
I'll let you guys yap.
Torterra. Boo. Boo.
They nerfed me. They took away Terra.
Garbage.
I'm the reason they took away Terra.
It's got Ferrothorn instead of Torterra this time. What is this?
Almost spilled my Gatorade because of that. Holy smokes.
Alright, yap about this shit.
Anyways, Chew. Why Chew?
I'm not looking forward to facing this team either.
Why Chew? Oh, why Chew?
Yeah, this team makes me shiver my timbers.
The Bayonet is also living in your mind rent free.
Yeah. the Bayonet's there.
Man. Oh man.
A Raichu just is gonna be a problem. I mean, you know, we had to see how it was gonna fare. I think other leagues have tried to ban it. I want to see how oppressive it is, how good it is.
Bro,
it's
55 Fizz Def with 60 HP. Like, just
yeah, but he's got
just
Tapu Lele. He's got Tapu Lele. He's a fucking asshole. Sucker punch the fucking Raichu.
What? Does Raichu get? Hold on. Does Raichu get Terrain Pulse? I sure hope not. I need to check this.
Now that's fire.
No. If this gets Terrain Pulse, y'all should have banned it.
Your name's Saint, for the record.
Wait, Champions Nat Dex. Raichu. I swear. T.
Yeah, I don't listen. I don't.
No Terrain Pulse. Oh.
I don't have many notes on this team.
That was close.
I guess a lot of the bulky things have 4 times weaknesses, like Moltres and Ferrothorn, but you've still got Primarina and Terrapagos. Everything is a threat. Roaring Moon is a giant threat. Even Ogerpon Wellspring is a giant threat.
Shout out Pagogo, man. You know, Eli the Rebel's the fantasy coach of the Pagogo Power Rangers. So
yeah, the ground type is Mudsdale, which is not great. So we're clicking Volt Switch all day on this team.
No. Waichu gets Lightning Rod before Mega.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold your horses.
He's not making that play. That's too risky of a play for him to make. He's predicting the Volt Switch, and I'm just knocking out that Raichu on the Switch.
Yeah, his best Volt Switch in after Mudsdale is Wakanberry Prim, if we're being honest.
Well, I mean, yeah, Ferrothorn's not there. So.
No, Ferrothorn is more of a I'm gonna take on this, Supercell Slam kind of guy. Like, if you want to take on Supercell Slam, Ferrothorn's a guy, but Volt Switch, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the cheap webs too. Cheap webs plus Waichu plus Moon.
Yeah, the webs option is good for a bottom tier. The speed tiers are interesting. So like, he's got 130 and 110, but like those two Pokemon can't run a Choice Scarf. The only potential.
No. 130 to 119 is not bad.
No, but I'm saying the Mon at 130 and the Mon at 110 cannot hold Choice Scarf. And
I see what you're saying.
Unless he runs Choice Scarf Roaring Moon, you can run a Choice Scarf for to outspeed everything.
Yeah, so something like a Adamant Scarf.
Tapu Lele is also a very good Choice Scarf, so he might be running Tapu Scarf Lele a lot. I also don't like the combination of Tapu Lele and Mega Bayonet, so I think Mega Bayonet wants to click Shadow Sneak, but I will concede that Tapu Lele is great with Mega Raichu, because Mega Raichu
with all the threats that Mike Haley has, like, the odds of Bayonet coming to more than 3 games is looking kind of slim, if we're being honest. It's looking kind of slim. Like, I think we're going to see the most common 6 is going to be Waichu plus Pagogo plus Moon plus Lele plus Wellspring plus Pharaoh. That would be like the 6th most brought Mons when it's all said and done.
Yeah. Sure.
And what about, let's do a hazard check here. Okay, we got 3 Rockers, 2 Spikers, 1 T-Spiker, Weber. Is this the first Weber of the street? Is this the first Weber we've seen?
I guess.
Yeah.
I am the first sticky web guy.
The first emphasis on the sticky for this guy. Rapid Spin, Mortal Spin, and Defog. There you go.
His only ice resist is Primarina, which is weak to freeze dry.
Wellspring is 4 times weak to freeze dry.
Yep.
So an Iron Bundle probably goes crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh nah, that's demonic.
Specs
Glaceon looking kind of crazy.
I'm just saying.
Ooh. Imagine getting 1v1'd by Cryogonal.
Yeah, I don't want to get swept by Terrapagos or Roaring Moon though, and then have to fucking worry about who's switching into Zap Cannon. So I give this team a 7 out of 10.
No, this is the first 7.5 for me.
I don't even get to talk about it.
Fine. What do you want to say?
What do you want to say?
Oh, I'm already releasing a video, so I don't have much to say, but I'll say this. I'll say something I wrote in the script for my video. This is the strongest fucking team I've ever drafted. 9 out of the 12 Pokemon on this team are labeled OU or higher. And this is the true definition of getting your cake and having it too. Because this whole draft, I was like, man, I really want Waichu. Like, that's all I wanted. And then I was 8th, so I was like, that's not happening. So I was like, let me sneak by, grab Roaring Moon, while everyone's like focused on the Megas. I get Roaring Moon, and then I still also get Raichu. And then it was like every round I was like, I was like, oh man, like imagine if I got that, like that'd be fucking crazy. And then I was like, but there's no way. And every single time it was just sitting there, I was like, I'm grabbing this.
Yeah, who allowed this?
I don't know, man. Some fucking fiends messed up at corporate. They gave everyone too many goddamn points.
Picks 9 through what? What is this? 14 team league? 9 through 16?
9 through 16.
Picks 9 through 16 screwed up. Picks 9 through 13 screwed up.
You're getting a 7 out of 10.
That's fine. I can get a 7 out of 10.
7.5.
That's it. I'll concede to a 7.5, just because I don't know.
Yep, I'm getting
He
glazed.
literally just said 9 out of the 12 months are OU.
Or higher.
That doesn't mean anything.
That just shows you power creep and Gen 9 slop-ish, right?
I mean, it's
Right.
not wrong. Most of this team is power creep slop.
Lothar is the ultimate definition of the slop.
I'm giving myself a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, let's talk about our good friend Yasha Indigo, longtime ETA coach here.
Yeah, ETA staple Yasha Indigo is back with Mega Chestnut, dude. Shout out Mega Chestnut.
Yo, shout out Mega Chestnut.
I do want to see some Mega Chestnut. I did think about drafting Mega Chestnut myself, but I ended up changing my mind.
And the Bulu is here. Yasha knows the vibes, bro.
Tapu Bulu with the Mega Chestnut is fire. You know, Belly Drum Grassy Glide will come at some point. I love that. I do.
Yes,
there's also, like, if you look closely, there's a Hatterene, an Ursaluna, and a King Gambit. So you have to think about Trick Room.
Let's also not overlook Dracovish.
And then the elephant in the room.
Yeah, the literal elephant in the room.
75 speed, like that can somewhat be usable in Trick Room nowadays. Because we talked about the
with Gen 9 power creep slot.
Gen 9 power creep slot also made things fast as heck and things like Vish slow as heck. So Vish and Trick Room? Question mark?
Question mark, maybe, if the team's fast enough.
Raging Bolt's one of those mons. Dracovish, one of those mons. It's slow enough where it could work in Trick Room. It's fast enough. It could be a Choice Scarfer and just outspeed shit.
Do you have other setters outside of Hat?
Audino, I think.
Yeah, I would say Audino.
I do want to see some Mega Chandelure action. I absolutely want to see some Mega Chandelure action.
It keeps Infiltrator, so it's a good like anti-Veil mon.
I think it's turned out to be pretty decent. I remember when we first talked about the Mega rankings, I wasn't too big on Mega Chandelure. I didn't see the potential, but I think in the latest Champions OU viability rankings, it's actually decently high. Like, it's actually pretty decent. I guess 175 special attack will take you pretty far.
With the lack of normal types in that meta, especially, like Shadow Ball is just a super free click.
Yeah. So I am excited to see some Mega Chandelure action. I think this team's cool. I think I'm excited to see what it's gonna do. The only defogger is Empoleon. It's very
Nat Dex. Wait, it's Champions Nat Dex. Doesn't Torn get it back?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm missing.
Yeah.
I'm missing a few defoggers on my defog list. So.
And you have Magic.
And I haven't updated it. So. You just remember that. Yeah, you got Magic Bounce Hat too. Yeah, Torn is doing a lot of work for this team, being literally the only fast mon with any speed.
Mm-hmm.
So Torn is very important. So you can't imagine you're gonna want to run Trick Room.
Is crazy.
You're not running Trick Room every week for sure.
121 to 90. Like,
yeah,
adamant freaking Ambipom goes crazy.
Yeah, like I feel like I'd like to see a little bit more speed on this team. Like, I understand you want to have the Trick Room angle to go at, but I don't know. It seems like, you know, another potential choice scarf.
Yeah, it's hard because it's so really hard to pull off full Trick Room in singles, because
Yeah.
like you have to set it yourself, and then you have to fade. So
Leave.
like you
Yeah.
only get 3 moons with Freddy Fazbear over here in the Blood Moon. So that's the one thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the team can do. I mean, Audino can set Trick Room and teleport, I think. I could be wrong.
Mega
and-
Malamar should have had an extender ability instead of contrary. Just saying.
It should have got
It's-
super
I-
contrary. It
think
also
someone
should have
picked
had
Malamar.
completely different
I
fucking
think
stat
someone
spread.
picked Malamar.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think
I don't
Grill
know.
did.
I don't have much else to say about this team. I think it's cool. I like how they're trying to do something different with the Trick Room and the Mega Chestnut.
Yeah, but I
and,
can't give it a 7 if it's full Trick Room. If it's full Trick Room plus Torn, I can't give it a full 7 because
Alright.
the speed gap from Torn goes to Shandy.
Yeah,
You
no,
go
I think
from
that's a
Torn
big
to
flaw.
Shandy.
I think that's going to be a big flaw in this team. I think it does need more speed.
Yeah, I think at some point Yasha may
I think
Make a
it
move or
definitely needs
two.
more
Freaking
speed. You got-
modest Swoobat goes in
you got,
based
you
on
got
that
three,
gap.
You got 3 Mons at base 75 speed. Like, I don't know. Maybe swap one of them for something fast. Or not. I don't care. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Sounds good.
I would have given it a 6-7 like AJ's, but it is
So
what it is.
we got Julez here with the
Julez.
team with no name and
Yep.
no logo.
Just
You're
coached
you're
by
just German.
Jules.
You're just German to me.
It's the
I
German
don't know
flag.
what their team name is gonna be. So
So
If
find
they don't-
out.
If they don't say anything, just put a picture of the Germany flag or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
that's what
Jules
I'll do.
did say they were going to send us a logo soon. So we'll see.
It's all right.
It
No, it's
never
no
happened.
rush. No rush. We'll get it eventually.
We had this last season too. People forget that. Little Grill
Yeah,
didn't
la-
have a
last
team name or
season-
anything.
Last season, Lil Grill didn't have a team logo until like week 3.
He was just Team 16.
That was because like Grill like 2 weeks in was like, yeah, can somebody make something? And we'll get to that logo later.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
But this doesn't look like a German team to me. It kind of does, but it doesn't.
It doesn't strike me as very German.
No, this
I-
team doesn't look German to me at all.
I don't know
Like
what
when
a
you think
German
of
team
when you
is
think of
supposed to look
German
like.
teams, bro, German teams are so fat, it's ridiculous. But there's
Got a
some
little bit of
speed.
This is fat.
There's some speed in here too.
Yeah.
Mega Gren, you go Mega Gren to Darkrai to Cycle to Iron Moth. Like there's some speed in here.
Yeah, having Mega Greninja and Darkrai is interesting because I feel like they are so similar. Like just being the fast Dark Pulse guy, like I'm. But
Yeah, but
obviously
this is
Mega
the
Greninja can do
fast
more than that. Mega
Dark
Greninja
Pulse
can be
Protein
physical.
guy.
It's got Protean, but yeah, that's
80% of the time, the gunk shot kills every time. 80% of the
Amen.
time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
um,
That floor just ain't safe. You thought it was sweet. Thought it
There's
was
some
sweet,
and there's
huh?
some decent bulk here. There's Clefable and Rotom Wash.
Scizor.
Scizor, Cyclizar is interesting. I really want to
The
see.
A-
Hey, the
people never
regen
talk
core
about
of
the A.
Cycle and Eldegoss goes hard. I don't care what anybody says.
I didn't
That's
even
tough.
know Eldegoss got regen. That's crazy.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's a grass type with spin and regen, bro.
Yeah, I
He's
think
just
I
a he's
drafted
just a
Eldegoss
fluffy
when it first
fluffy
came out.
cloud.
I think I
Fluffy
drafted
cloud, man.
Eldegoss when it first came out in Gen 8, and it was very underwhelming. It doesn't do anything other than click Rapid Spin, so
And
That's
the
it.
occasional leech seed, occasional.
Occasional.
I feel like this team's missing a lot of typings. I mean, it's got 2 ghosts.
Oh,
and 2
Oricorio gets 4 of
on
them.
the front end.
Oricorio gets 4 of them.
Sure,
you get-
Oricorio is there.
You get Ghost, you get Electric, you get Fire, you get Psychic. That's a cool guy.
Yeah, I guess.
I
The
might
gr-
draft
the
it again
ground
for
type
fantasy.
is-
You don't know.
The ground type is Mega Golurk, which is not gonna come to every game.
Why is that?
'Cause Mega Golurk.
Unseen Fist is a great ability, but you're 55 speed, and I don't. Do you get freaking I think you get rock polish back, so maybe.
You do,
Yeah, Nat
it
Dex.
is Nat Dex, so you do get rock polish back. You know how I feel
Nice.
about Mega Golurk. I'm very underwhelmed by it. Please prove me wrong and do something with
I
it.
think it's because that in Nat Dex it does have rock polish. I think that'll change things.
It'll
that'll
definitely
change
help it
things.
for sure. I mean, that'll be
Yeah.
probably the scariest set it can run, because otherwise,
Mhm.
what else is
Yeah.
scary about it?
Mm-hmm.
But Annihilate is cool. I don't know. Iron Moth is cool, I guess.
Don't sound so
Cyclozar
sure
is
about
going to
that.
be shed tailing into what? Greninja, Darkrai,
Right.
Iron Moth.
Ape.
The thing is,
Pretty much
I don't-
anyone on the top.
The thing is, if you shed tail into Ape, it's not getting Rage Fist stacks on the sub. I don't think, right?
Yeah, but you can still bulk
wait.
up.
Because it's Rage Fist changed. So once you switch out, you reset to 50 base.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh. That's interesting.
but like hitting the sub doesn't give you a Rage Fist stack. I don't.
No,
think.
No.
you have to actually get hit.
That's
But
what
you
I
can
thought.
still
doesn't
take the time to
count.
like bulk up. So that way when the sub breaks, you got some extra bulk on you.
You got a little sub.
You get a little
There's-
extra
there-
something.
The Julez' hazard page is tripping.
Yeah, it's
but-
because he has no team name. That's why.
Oh.
It's not,
Yep.
Let me.
That'll do it. But we very quickly we got
Team
we got
7 out of
Spikes and
10.
Grand, we got T Spikes and Grand. So you got 2 T Spikers, one regular Spiker, I think. 1, 2, 3 rockers. You got 3 rockers. You got 2 spinners, 2 defoggers, 2.5 if you count Oricorio. Yeah. Okay, so you're good on that front.
Yeah, he's got pretty decent hazard control. I'm curious to see what this team's gonna do. I don't know. I'm not too scared by it, honestly, but I feel like it can be scary. I don't know.
No. This is sneaky. This is a sneaky, scary team because
It's definitely a team
compared
that's
to what the
pretty
other teams have, right? Compared
Yeah.
to the other teams, like if you compare this to Mike Haley's team, you think like, oh no, Mike's is better. But again, this is a German team, as freaking Mike Haley just added right here, German team.
Mhm.
Freaking
Actually, was not me.
there are fat pieces to this. There are fat pieces.
Yeah.
And it might be difficult for you to break down those fat pieces. It's hard to break down like your DFS is Cycle, Clef, and Scizor. That's
Rotom.
kind of fat, low key.
Yeah, Rotomosh, Cyclozar, Scizor, Clef, Snorlax, dude.
The lax.
I
Yeah.
fuck
Dude.
with Snorlax.
A good
Yeah,
lax, man.
If you lose your fighting type early, lax kind of goes stupid.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking with Snorlax. Dude, I don't know. Give this team like a 7 out of 10, I guess.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
something
dude,
like
no,
that, I
no,
think.
This is a pure 7 out of 10. Like it doesn't look like it on paper, but once you actually go toe to toe with it and see how fat it is, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, no,
It's
the
gonna be
more I
rough.
look at it, actually, I feel like it's actually pretty well rounded. I guess it just doesn't fit typical archetypes. My biggest problem is why do you have both Darkrai and Mega Greninja? But
Yeah, because they
The-
kind of do
Agreed.
the same thing.
the same thing is gonna wall both of those mons. You know, like a bulky fairy or a bulky, I don't know, fighting with AV. or
But
something.
like that's what Iron Moth is for. Hopefully, is to be the special breaker to, to take down those fairies that want to switch in
maybe
on
that's
Darkrai.
why Mega Golurk is there.
Oh,
Maybe
and
that's-
Scizor. Scizor is BP, insurance against those
Yeah.
fairies as well.
all right. You want to move on to Fire Crown Dallas?
Yes, dude, let's talk about Sherry Davis.
Yeah, this is one of 2 logos that I've made for competitors in this league.
Yep.
Uh,
Shout out Eli for making some of the logos. Shout out Sherry Davis for drafting Mega Glalie.
Yo, based Mega Glalie right there. Woo!
We love Mega Glalie here in ETA.
Yes, sir.
Big
Yes, sir.
ETA, big ETA server for Mega Glalie.
The streets will never forget Mega Glalie plus Zerk. If
That's
you
a
know,
fact.
you know.
Yes.
However, I do not see the part of getting Mega Glalie your Mega Glalie the beam. I don't see the bolts. I don't see the bolts. Where is the bolts?
There is no electric type.
Oh, come on.
That is interesting.
That's my first problem with this team.
Yeah, one thing that stands out to me off rip is just looking at the speed tiers. Is we've got 2 102s with Mega Floette and Garchomp, and 2 100s with Mega Glalie and Chi-Yu. Luckily, Zamazenta is there to provide some much needed speed for this team, but it's a pretty big gap between 138 and 102.
Yeah, Weavile would go crazy versus Sherry.
Yeah, so you might have to run Scarf Chi-Yu or Scarf Garchomp, which you don't want to force those.
Especially Chomp. Chomp especially doesn't want to be Scarf.
Yeah. Mega Floette is interesting. So obviously Mega Floette is there. You have to think about your steel types and your poison types. I like Mega Garchomp for that.
That's why Bro got Chi-Yu, Zama, and Chomp.
Yeah,
like Floette got taken round 1, then Bro immediately went Chi-Yu, Chomp, Zama.
No,
understandable.
I like that.
Understandable.
I like that. I just think the speed is not there.
That is true. That is true. A Weavile would still go.
The speed tier is a little awkward.
Yeah, Weavile would go to town versus this, and then I'm glad that you guys saved this part for me because there was an Ogre Pond Cornerstone sitting at a 110 speed. There was an Ariados for the cheap webs, and we said, nah, give me bulky Muckalola. Give me bulky Poison plus Avalugg Hisui. It's not like, we already had a spinner in Serena or anything. Or we also have Klefki Defog here. Nah, we need the second spinner. Let's get a coffee table. Let's get a freaking coffee table. Sherry, why? Sherry.
Yeah, the Avalugg move I thought was a little bit strange. Also, especially with Glalie. I'm like, Ice is such a strange type to double up on. You also have Chi-Yu.
Is Zebstrika available? Please tell me Zebstrika's available.
I think it
I'm sure
is.
Yeah,
Like, the only real fighting resist on this team is Floette. And it's not like you're running like...
do the freaking sticky web route. Get the Zebstrika. Fill the speed
there's
gap.
Slowking too. I forgot about Slowking.
Zebstrika's
But yeah, I do actually like the webs idea on this team because it helps out with the
speed tiers. I feel like this team is
tiers.
kind of screaming sticky web team
Yeah,
with Chi-Yu, Floette, Glalie.
like
That's
they
what I'm
definitely
saying,
would be
yeah, like-
appreciated.
But there's no sticky web, so
But there's no webs. You went with
There's a coffee
another
table.
spinner and a bulky Poison. Because the thing is like the team is already fat with Selly, Slowking, and Serena.
yeah. But
and
you know what?
Kofag.
You know what? The bulk is there with Slowking, Serena, Celesteela. Celesteela's nice. I like Celesteela next to Garchomp. I think Garchomp really holds this team together nicely. You guys, y'all aren't ready for when Slowking Chili receptions into Mega Glalie, and it takes the physical attack and clicks Explosion. All right, you guys, you're not ready.
Yeah,
You're not ready.
That's gonna be scary. That's gonna be scary. I might pick Mega Glalie in fantasy. At this, I might.
Yeah,
I
mean,
might.
you can only get 1 kill from Explosion, but
It's worth it.
it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth
I feel
it.
like Explosion should count as 2 kills in fantasy, but that's another topic for another day. I can't give this a 7. I was gonna give it a 7 if Ogre Pond Corner was here.
Yeah,
Like that's
but
an easy 7 if it was Ogre Pond plus webs, but no.
There's some interesting things with this team. Like Klefki is interesting, like doubling up on Steel and Fairy.
It's neither Steel or a Fairy type. It's a Prankster mod. You're getting it for Prankster. You're not getting it for the Steel. You're not getting it for the Fairy. You're getting it for Prankster shenanigans.
Yeah, I feel like if you want the steel fairy thing, you do tank or something.
No, I mean I like Klefki with.
Not to knock on Klefki,
like
the
Calm Mind
prankster
Floette.
stuff is nice.
We're not saying we're hating on Klefki. No, that's not what this is about. I'm just saying, like, in terms of roles, in terms of roles, like it neither operates as a steal, like a traditional steal. It doesn't operate as a traditional fairy. It just operates as a prankster guy.
Yeah, I think they felt like they needed more hazard control because their only defogger was Klefki, and then they picked up they have Serena and Avalug for rapid spin.
And now Avalon
None of that is really great hazard control. If
doesn't
you ask
count.
me.
Doesn't count.
Like Stealth Rock looks pretty good with Chi Yu there. So I don't know. There's that.
Kind of sounds like a 7 out of 10 to me.
Nope. This is a hard 6 for me. I can't give this a 7. This is a hard 6.
I'll give it a 6-7.
I'll give it a 6-7.
6-7 out of 10.
You guys have also been... No, I don't... Shut the hell up, Google. I don't want to put in the date.
This is changing the
Fucking bitch.
Understandable crash out.
Understand. Thank you.
Understandable crash out.
I'm going to have to go back
I
and
had
put the
to, I
other
had
6
to turn
sevens
my
in.
Alexa before I started. I had to turn off my Alexa before I started. I had to unplug her.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're still using Alexa? I feel like
Hey,
no
man,
one
look-
uses those anymore.
Hey man, it's still hanging on.
And now that we've said it like 3 times, someone's going to be watching this and their Alexa's going to be going off. And they're going to be pissed.
Not my problem.
Alexa, text mom. Fuck you. Send. All right. Next team, we got the Massachusetts Mews, coached by Sly Robbie.
OG Sly Robbie.
OG Sly Robbie, been
ETA
here
legend
since the
Sly
beginning.
Robbie.
ETA legend, the Palmont killer.
Haunter is back.
Yep,
Sly Robbie's
there's
Haunter
always a
is
2-point
one of the
Haunter
scariest
there.
ones in ETA history.
Legend has it, actually, every time Robbie signs up, before the draft even starts, that Haunter's just on his team. There's just no
Yeah.
questions asked. It's just,
basically a given.
it's a given. It's always going to be there.
No one else is allowed to draft it except for Sly Robbie.
Yep.
at this
Yeah.
point.
It's a rule. You can look it up.
But I'm glad that it's not the only poison type on this team because there is a Sneasler here, which is great.
Very true.
I would have liked to see a terrain setter here, but it's okay because we got Tarzolt instead.
Yep, we got the
plus,
sand.
plus Mega Licks, which I believe, yep, it gets Sand Force.
Yep.
Even once you Mega, so.
Yeah, you've got the sand angle with this team. So you've got T-Tar Steelix, you've got T-Tar Dracozolt. I don't think he has to bring that though, because Mega Electro.
Stoutland is another important
Stoutland.
piece of the
There
of the
is
sand
Stoutland
core.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, dude, Sneasler Iron Bundle, scary. Volcarona, terrifying.
Very scary.
Like,
Those
like
3
those
alone,
three-
very scary. Like, you're already
Bro,
prepping for
what if the
Dracozolt, and
Haunter
then
was
those 3 are also
Pincurchin?
sitting there.
What if the Haunter was Pincurchin, bro?
No,
Oh,
it's always
that
a
team
Haunter.
would've been nasty. Because you would have had sand plus electric terrain. So like you
4
have
bundle
E-terrain
and
for
Sneasler.
Bundle. You have E-terrain for Unburdened Sneasler. And you have E-terrain for Bolt Beak guy. Like, hello? Pincurchin
Rising
would have went
Voltage,
crazy.
Electros. Does Electros get Rising Voltage?
I believe so. Hold on. Eel? Come on, Eel. Eel.
But Eel's levitating.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but the what's it called? The targets. If the targets are
Yeah,
grounded,
it's the target, right? Yeah, it's got to be the target. So it doesn't matter. That's what I think. I think that's right.
No, I'm pretty sure that's why Delphox doesn't use expanding force, because it's levitating.
yeah, it gets
you-
rising voltage.
You might be right. You might be right.
2x
I don't know, dude. I don't
power
know.
if target is grounded in electric terrain.
Okay, yeah.
So
gotta
it
I don't know.
turns into
Someone
140.
fact check.
It turns into 140. So, but the problem is you don't get the terrain boost stack plus the 140. I think that's what Mayo's trying to say.
Yeah, it just turns to 140, which
That's
is fine.
it. You're not getting terrain boost, but it is an option. But
Yeah.
like Mega Eel sets are mostly coil and super slam anyway. Super cell.
Yeah,
anyway.
because Iron Bundle also has Quark Drive too.
That's what I was saying. You know,
Oh,
if
dude,
the
don't
Haunter
get
was a
rid of the siege.
Pincurchin,
Yeah, dude,
You
but
can-
Haunter's a staple on Sly Robbie. too.
yeah. Because it's a Sly Robbie team, Haunter has to be here instead of Pincurchin. Pincurchin.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It is what it is. Togekiss is your only defog? Or hold on. There's no way.
No, you got Mew and Volcarona. Well, Volcarona's not going to click defog, but you've got
No.
Mew.
You don't want Mew to defog. Ew.
Yeah, you don't. See, this team is very similarly very offensive to a lot of the teams we've seen. I feel like it would appreciate more of a defensive backbone.
Well, we live in Gen 9 slop, so offense wins.
Control hazards. You need a defensive backbone that can pivot and control hazards.
Well,
I don't
your
know.
defensive core is Mew, Tar, and Brute, I guess. But they don't win the hazard game is the problem.
This team might be decent hyper offense, but I don't think Eel. I think Eel is a mon that really would benefit from.
No, I think it's more like
bulky-
on the bulky
bulky
offense.
core.
I think it's bulky offense. The way I look at this, because you have the Tar to take one hit. So like the key, just like with any other team, you want Tar to die at the right time to get free entry into Zolt, free entry into Licks and Stoutland, those things.
Yeah.
Like I said, your bulky core revolves around Mega Licks plus Mew plus Tar. So
He doesn't have to bring both Sneasler and Iron Bundle all the time. One of them is usually probably going to be enough, and they're both very threatening, and they're opposites to prep for too. You know, physical attacker, special attacker. You need different things to prep for them, and then you gotta think about Volcarona. You know, you need.
And Sneasler is also like I talked at the very beginning about Haunter being the staple actually kind of makes sense with this team. So like Sneasler has Dire Claw to status spread, and then Haunter can click Specs or Scarf, Hex. That combination. You have that combination at your disposal as well.
Sly Robbie's always looking for a way to bring the Haunter into the game.
Yeah, and I
Groupon
think
is
Sneasler
easy.
enables that very well. That's a 7 for me.
You know,
I can call it a 7.
call me crazy. This one might be a 7 out of 10.
I'd like to see Rapid Spin on here, but you have all this. You have multiple setters to offset that, I guess.
It's a very offensive team.
Robbie, think about the Pincurchin, man. Let that sink in, brother.
Yo, Pincurchin.
Let the Pincurchin sing.
All right. Long-time fantasy coach, first-time regular season coach. Thunder Tinker joining the ETA ranks. We got the Iowa City Night Eyes.
I like the logo.
I do like that logo.
This is an interesting team. I'm a big Mega Scoville defender. I'm glad someone picked it.
Glazer. You're a
Yeah.
Glazer.
I like how he's got Mega Scoville.
Defending
and
the glaze.
Ogre Pond Hearthflame. So you can sit Ogre Pond Hearthflame.
Oh
and go
my
Mega Scoville.
god.
Think about it, man. The only 2 grass fires. I got both
Yeah,
of them.
dude.
I also have the entire Flygon family. Where's Vibrava?
That's actually cool. I didn't even know that he had Flygon and Trapinch. That's cool.
What the heck?
We got the whole fam, dude. It's a family reunion.
Wait, why are you triple fairy? What? Why
Triple.
are you triple?
Coco, Mawile, Valiance. This is true.
This team just gets weirder the more I look at it. Why do you have Toxapex?
Do you
and
get checked
Echorax?
by you get packed up by Bing Bong the Wheezing Galler? You get packed up by Bing Bong, bro. What?
By Wheezing G?
Based on
Drake?
those 3 alone, they cannot break freaking G Wheezy.
Dude, Val's special. He can run Psychic.
Man, nothing a papaya berry can't fix, bro.
Nothing of a Blackberry can't fix one. I guess this team is. I don't know. It's a lot.
Triple fairy,
But
brother.
why? No, but
That's
why do you need Toxapex and Petrorunt? Are you that scared of fairies?
You're that scared of
Mr.
most
Crocker,
fairies. You want immunities to G Wheezy, clicking toxic, right? You want strange steam switch-ins, right?
Like
I
you got
understand.
Tapu Koko, Iron Valiant, Iron Boulder. Okay, cool, scary, Quark Drive, Speed.
It's
okay,
Rocky. You go when you wanna go.
I get it.
No, I really like the speed tiers though. 130 to 124 to 116 to 110.
The speed's nice. We have plenty of speed on this team.
Ooh,
There
I
is
like that.
offensive pressure. I don't know how to feel about the defensive side of things. Like
I was like, dude, just click Earthquake.
Pex and Pex and Petrant are kind of
No,
your two.
you can't really click EQ. You can't really click EQ. There's a levitator and 2 flying types.
You're right. There's a Mega Skill villain that's gonna burn you.
Yes, that as well. That's where I'm like, is this also considered a part of the defensive core where Scoville you're just hoping to burn something?
Yeah,
But it's like-
wait, hold on. Regular Ursaluna didn't get drafted, right? It was just Blood Moon only.
Yeah, weirdly, no one took Ursaluna.
Because regular Luna would go stupid against this.
Yeah,
Like
honestly.
it would get at least 2 kills against this team. But
Because I mean, aside from the dragons that are immune, like Earthquake just goes crazy into this team.
yeah, Edgequake kind of goes stupid.
Yeah.
Edgequake kind of goes stupid. Oh, hazard check. Wait, what do you mean there's only a T-Spiker?
Yeah,
That's
there's no
not true.
rockers,
There's Stealth Rockers. You have Flygon.
Who's
and
your ground
Trapinch.
type? Flygon and
Flygon.
Trapinch. Oh, that explains. Wait, Flygon got rocks this generation. What?
Does it?
Yeah, the list is wrong. We've been
I
over
haven't
this.
updated the list in years. It's an old list.
It's an old list. All right.
Oh yeah.
We are
Mayo
missing some
refuses
stuff.
to give into the Gen 9 slot.
Yep. I'm not listening to Gen 9 powered fucking slop.
Gen 9 power creep.
I think
slot.
Boulder gets
Gave
rocks too.
Fly. No, it doesn't.
Probably. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
Mawile gets rocks. Mawile gets
Yep.
rocks. And
None of those
Flygon.
things are clicking rocks. None of those things want to click rocks. Also, none of the defoggers want to click defog.
The only one that wants to is probably Mence.
Like
And I
Coco will
say
be
that-
forced to.
And I say that because the only reason I say that is because Mence gets Wish.
You can run the defensive, intimidate, Salamence.
I have drafted Flygon many times. I've probably brought Defog on it like 2 or 3 times.
Did
You don't really
actually
bring that
click it,
much.
though?
Yes, I actually think in one game I clicked it.
I think the only time I've ever clicked defog was on a Scarf Flygon set. And I was
Hey.
like I was down bad, you know?
Sometimes you put that random 4th utility move on the Scarf set, and that shit ends up popping off for you. And you're like,
and-
thank
yeah,
God I
that
did
bails
that.
you out, yeah.
Yeah.
Bails you out, yeah.
Classic Scarf
But
Type.
Stealth Rock, on the other hand, not so much. Not so much.
This team just feels very formulaic in what it wants
Hold
to
on.
do. It's very offensive. You've got the Coco to set up the terrain for the Paradox Mons. You've got the Mega Mawile. You've got the Hearth Plane. And then you've got the bulky Poison type to pivot around. You maybe bring one of the dragons, and then that's it. You're just going offensive. Your win condition is the late game Paradox. You've got the Mega to break. I don't know. It just feels like a very formulaic team. I know exactly what it wants to do. Trapinch is cool, though. I like Trapinch.
Yeah, for the arena trap.
I don't
For
know,
the
man.
cheap power. I don't know, man.
I can give it a 7 out of
6,
10.
7.
Guy comes in with just a good 6-7 score for the team.
I'm excited to see Mega Skill Villain switch into some EQs.
This one can be one of the 6-7s. I'm gonna go back and give AJ and Yasha one too. Yo,
6-7,
shout out Little
6-7.
Grill, long time coach here.
Oh yeah.
got
yeah,
the Alpha
Kyogres. This is
Kyogres.
the other logo that I did for this league. So
Yeah,
you're
this
very
is
welcome, Lil
at
Girl.
Eli the Rebel. Let's take a look at what Little Grill is drafting. We got Delphox,
is
big Delphox guy. We are Delphox people around here. We got a bomb
Here
of
we go
snow.
again with a snow warning mega. Another snow warning mega.
Mhm. The other one.
The other
We got the Urshifu, we got the Glow King. Wish
Oh,
I
oh,
saw
this is
like an
single, this is single.
Arctozolt on this team or something instead of the Regieleki. Like we have so much snow opportunity
I
for
feel
some
like
Arctozolt
Arctozolt-
action.
No. We talked about this before with it was Ty, right? That had the Frostlass in the back.
That was AJ.
That was AJ. Yeah,
Yep.
we don't need to go through that again.
I don't know.
You've got chili
Obama
reception.
sets the snow. Yes.
You've got chili
Barack
reception.
Obama sets the snow. I understand that. Can't hold Light Clay. Can't hold Icy Rock.
No, but you've got
So,
chili reception. You've got the
Arctozolt.
Silk King.
You have chili reception
Okay,
as
yeah,
well.
I guess. Okay, so maybe Sniffles can fit in here instead of.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just something I'm
That's
noticing.
a hard maybe.
We got
Regieleki's decent low tier.
yeah. Regieleki's
low
decent
tier.
no tier for the low.
Yeah, the fact that it's in that tier is actually kind of decent value. You get a spinner out of it.
That's
You
kind of
get
why
dual
we do
screens.
have Regieleki a little lower, especially with Terra not legal. It's like, what's he really gonna do? Like, you're gonna click Power Gem or like Swift or something.
It's a good revenge killer if your ground type is not available, and
Yeah, exactly. But like most of the time, you just throw a ground type in front of Regieleki, and he might as well just fucking keel over and
I really
die.
like the combination of Mega Delphox and Urshifu. That's a really good combination, I think.
Yes, those
And
two
the
synergize
Zoro
crazy well.
Regieleki is probably my favorite combo because you can just disguise and then the ground type comes in, surprise, hyper voice, bang.
That's interesting.
You
That's
get the
true.
sticky webs too for Delphox and Urshifu.
Yeah, this is probably the best Weber we've seen on.
The Zoroark. I will say the speed tiers are a little weird. Like you do have Regieleki, obviously, but like we said before, ground types kind of just cover that.
Regieleki
Other than
does
that,
not
it's-
factor in to like you don't add Regieleki when it comes to speed tiers. That's just Regieleki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
Delphox is really the only fast mon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you go so realistically you go 134 to 110.
110 to 97.
So this is another team that loses to Adamant Weavile, unfortunately.
Yeah, you've got double steel with Corviknight and Melmetal. This is a very little grill coated defensive core. I feel like they always got Corviknight and Moongus.
But
Yeah.
if you can get the webs up, that'll help with offsetting the wild speed tiers.
That's what I was
So,
saying. I think
Like, I
the
don't-
webs,
if the
like
speed
in
tiers are
Araquanid's
wild,
very
you
reliable.
have a solid Weber, it's kind of okay.
Another
And I
team that's
say
very
kind
low
of
grill
because,
coated is
like, you know,
Morgrim.
from my experiences with using Araquanid, there are games, like, it's a 50-50 on whether I can actually get up webs or not with Arac. It's 50-50. Like, maybe if this was, if this Arac was like a Rabombi or a Galvantula, then maybe I would understand. Then maybe I'd be okay with these wild speed tiers. But because Araquanid is a base 42 speed, like, I don't know if you're gonna get webs up every single week.
Yeah.
It was a 50-50 from my experiences. That's I'm just gonna put that out there.
It is the only water type on this team, which is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Another thing that's a very Lil Grill coated is Morgrim, and I feel like I say the same exact thing about Lil Grill's team every season, and it's that they pick a very bulky defensive core, and then they draft Morgrim, who's very hyper offense coded, and I feel like it just doesn't make. It's just not a good match, but
Especially
guess-
with Regieleki, like you have
guess it
dual
works.
screens there. You
I
have
guess it
dual
works for
screens in
them.
Regieleki too. So
Mhm.
I don't know if
because the thing is, Morgrim is also the only fairy type.
oh,
Sure,
it
yeah,
is.
There's two steel types. There is two steel types, so that helps deal with like dragons. But I don't know. I don't love that.
Yeah, that can get
Or
scary,
just
especially
go
if dragons
in, or
have
just
like
go
good
in
fire
with
coverage.
with the snow and change Morgrim to Arctovish. So now you have defensive, or now you have defensive water in Araquanid and an offensive water in Arctovish.
Think
But I feel
about
like
it,
the
man.
basis of this team is pretty simple. We also haven't mentioned Zygarde, which I think is pretty good. Zygarde's pretty good. Has
Oh yeah,
some good
Thousand
flash
Arrows is
control.
stupid. Thousand
Yeah.
Arrows is so stupid.
You
The
do
basis
have
of this team is
non-father
pretty simple.
father.
bulky defensive core, create opportunities to pivot into either Delphox and Urshifu. The combination of Delphox and Urshifu can break most teams on their own, I feel like. So I feel like
this team
premise of the
actually
team
is
works.
struggling in the hazard, like the hazard check. I think you failed the hazard check here, because
Well, Corviknight's
you
just
only
gonna
have
defog. You're not setting up anything other than sticky web.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of a slight concern. That's a slight concern. On
Yeah.
top of the concern of the speed tiers, you also have that. So,
It's not a bad team though. I can give it a 7 out of 10.
Dude, I can always
this-
give
this-
someone a 7 out of 10.
no, this is another 6-7 for me.
6,
I
7.
just think the speed tiers are too wild. I don't know if you're gonna get webs up every week to counteract that. And Morgrim being your only fairy is a concern. You might as well make that an Arctivish.
Actually, I'm kind of with
And
you.
just
I'm
com-
making
and
it.
just fully
Dude,
commit.
I'm going to crash out again.
And just fully commit. Nah, go for it.
Nope.
It's,
It's too late. It's
bro,
the last team.
We're
I can't
on
crash
the
out.
last team. Just crap. Just let it out.
I already did
Let it
once.
out.
Last team, newcomer. We got Bricks with the Violet City Bellsprouts. Bricks, actually the first round pick. Am I correct about that?
Yeah.
1-1. Yeah. first
Okay.
overall pick.
Yeah. Round
First
one
overall pick, Star Raptor Mega. Not saying I hate that, just was very surprised by it.
pick. Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
So we have Raptor, but the other thing I noticed is we also have
The lion.
I was trying to figure out how I wanted to word the
The
line.
lion does not concern himself with good stat distribution.
I'm not personally huge on the line. You two actually stood up for him a little bit. I don't really know, man. I don't think it's that great.
It's the fire
Raptor
main
2.
that's like holding it together,
I like
literally
Pyro.
and figuratively.
The
Both the
Raptor 2
ability
is
and the design of the fire main is what's keeping Mega Pyro relevant.
It's forcing opposing teams to think about how they're going to switch into fire type attack and maybe bring like a water type or a dragon type or a fire type.
And you
so
got a Flash Fire
that-
Mon and Heatran on your team, so you don't have to
that
worry
plays into
about
your favor.
that.
That plays into your favor in team building because you know they have to think about that. You got Kyurem with freeze dry. Yeah, you've got Flash Fire Heatran. So
He didn't go the Sun route, which I respect.
yeah, I don't
'Cause
think you need
mo-
to go
mo-
the Sun
Well,
route for
because
Pyro.
like me personally, like whenever I see over centralizing offensive, fire types like Mega Pyro or Gouging Fire, like I want to put those things in Sun, right? But I respect the choice of just building something. Yeah, I would say this is bulky offense. Sure,
Yeah, this is
Absolutely.
definitely bulky offense.
Absolutely.
Raptor,
I respect it. I
Kyurem.
respect it.
A lot of people running like AV sets on Hammerot. Crown too. The thing I
AV
don't get is why do we
Crown?
have
AV Crown is so nasty.
Crown
Just future
and
sight into
Heatran?
Volt Switch into the freaking into the Raptor. That's what you do. Oh,
Hmm.
oh, things are dying. Things are dying. Round one, pick one Raptor. What my concern is that like you're not boosting contrary close combat is boosting your defenses, which is great, but there's no superpower to boost your attack. Because why is Raptor so good in champions right now? Well, with a little help from Charm Whimsicott, it can that's how it gets going. But in singles, you don't have that luxury.
Yeah, in
That's
singles,
like-
all
that's-
you get
that's
is
where
the
I'm at right
defensive
now.
boost.
That's where I'm at right now with
I
looking
don't
at Raptor.
I don't hate it as like the first overall pick. It's definitely like a good mega, and it's definitely like one of those mons where you got new toy syndrome, you want to try to use it in draft. I get that. And I think it can be good if you get it in safely off of like a U-turn or a flip turn, and then you just get a free close combat on something that's forced to switch, and then it becomes a problem because now it's
Yeah, because it
bulky.
wasn't making back to you on the second wheel.
I think it
I don't think
definitely will be a good mon. Don't get me wrong. This
But is
team
it
like-
round one, pick one, good is the question.
I think it's a valid first overall pick for sure. I don't hate it.
Not even hating on Pyro.
Hazard check. We got two rockers.
The thing is, this team is actually fast. Like the slowest Pokemon on this team is base 75 Claydol. Everything.
Yeah, this team has great speed tier.
Yeah, it reminds me of my Flutter Main Sand team from last season.
Yeah, this is one of those teams where
it also seems like the team's pretty weak to like ground because you have like the double steals or whatever. But there's so much coverage with that. There's like three flying types. There's levitate guys. Like you have so much ground coverage for your steel types too. Because at first I was questioning that, but I'm like, you actually have good protection for them.
No, like every Heatran team is going to object. Like Heatran just amplifies any ground weakness that you have naturally because it's a Heatran. You know, that's just bound to happen. But as long as you have, immunities to offset that, you'll be okay. Although I'd wish Gengar would go back to levitate. That guy needs to be
dude
again.
Everyone does.
The hazard control department is pretty weak, I think. You've got
in terms of control. No, Lando can defog now.
Yeah, Lando is a very reliable defogger.
So you have two defoggers in Mo and Lando, and then your spinner is Claydol, which is whatever. You'll live. I've seen worse. I've drafted teams where like my only removal is Decidueye, so can't be worse than that. Like that's like my benchmark when it comes to does your team have hazard control? Is it more than just Decidueye? If the answer is yes, okay, valid.
All I'm gonna say is we could have gotten a different low tier mega.
This is a pure 7. This is a pure 7. The Raptor might have been a little early, but apart from that, like you ended up getting, bulky offensive pieces, and you have pivots. You have so many pivots to bring in Kyurem. Like that's the thing with Kyurem. Kyurem is considered like a luxury pick, right? Like Kyurem, like Hoopa Unbound, like Crawdaunt, like those are like luxury picks of just straight hitters. But the problem is that they need to get in nice and clean.
Yeah, Kyurem is a problem.
Yeah, so that's where Lando comes in with U-turn, Samu with flip turn, Iron Crown Volt Switch, Rotom-Mow Volt Switch, Claydol teleports. Okay, like
classic Claydol.
The speed tiers aren't terribly fast. Like aside from Pyro at 126, you cap out at 110. Well, I'm ignoring Excelgor in this, but there's a lot of Pokemon. Like anything on this team pretty much can hold Choice Scarf, which is very good. Like literally everything from Kyurem to Rotom-Mow.
Absolutely.
Scarfer, which I think is really good because you don't know how they have so many options for revenge killing. So I think that's really good.
I'd like to see more priority because, like, outside of Samu Hisui, your other priority is unfortunately Water Shuriken and Excelgor.
Dude, this is the point I was just bringing up. Ditch Pyroar, pick up Emboar. You got the wrong one, man. Get Emboar, get you some Sucker Punch.
Fighting on this team?
Yep, the double fighting Mega type.
You might be cooking. Double fighting Mega?
Double fighting! And also it will be double fire still with Tran.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
I think doubling up the typings as Megas is a good strategy for the record.
That's spicy. That's spicy as hell.
Get rid of Pyroar, bring in Emboar.
So when you want a bench star after you bring Emboar, I get it. I like Pyroar though, man. I feel like Pyroar is cool here.
Fuck Pyroar. Respectfully.
I want to see Pyroar be a problem.
The lion does not concern himself with the opinions of Mike Haley.
W Pyroar. Alright, I think that's a 7 out of 10.
And on that note,
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. If you are one of the 2 people in the world who somehow listened to this entire thing, I don't know why. But to those of you who just watched your specific teams, thanks for stopping by. Thank you all for joining. I say this every single time because it's like every year. But it's been like 4 years we've been doing this. 8th season. Very grateful.
How many years we done fantasy? I think this is like season 2 or 3 of fantasy or something like that.
Nah, this is like the 4th.
Fantasy-
This is like the
fantasy
6th or
started
7th one.
This will be the third.
This is the third
This
rendition.
will be the
yeah.
fourth. This will be the 4th season of fantasy.
Yeah, this is the 4th.
5, 6, 7, 8. So
Yeah. We've been an inspiration. Honestly.
yeah. Also,
Like,
ETA season 1 was in 2021. It's been 5 years.
5 years.
Okay.
The streets will never forget Mega Glalie Zerk, man.
No.
The
Rest in
streets will
peace.
never forget.
Rest in peace, Florges, man. Alright. Thanks for popping out, everyone.
Rest in
This
peace,
is
Florges.